This is too many books. How did I get here? I'm gonna die. Oh no. I think I have a problem. I was like, yeah, I'll make a December TBR video and I'll just read all the books that I've bought in the last couple of months and not read yet. This is them. So today what we're going to do is we're going to go through them all. I'm going to tell you about how I heard about them, what they're roughly about, and how excited I am for them. Okay, let's start with this stack here, I think. Okay, so the one on top of stack number 1 is something I'm really looking forward to. That is Impossible Music by Adelaide author Sean Williams. I invited him to the library to do an event, and he spoke about the research behind this book and the process in writing this book, and it sounded absolutely fascinating. Music is Simon's life, so he is devastated when a stroke destroys his ability to hear. As far as I know, Sean Williams actually learned Auslan, which is our sign language, in the process of writing this book, and it is just gorgeous. Out of silence comes a song. I'm so keen for this one. I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be up the top of the TBR pile because I've been looking forward to this one for ages, and quite frankly I consider it a tragedy that I haven't read it. Next from pile number 1 is Stronger Than a Bronze Dragon by Mary Fan. I'm really sorry, I always get authors' names wrong and I always feel terrible about that every time. Sounds amazing. I am loving all these kick-ass fantasies we've got coming out lately. Girls of Paper and Fire, Young Elites. I'm loving this vein of like badass chicks in fantasy. All I know is that my father's killer is at last within reach, and by the gods of heaven and earth I will destroy him. Like the legendary warrioress, I will slay my enemy and reap the glory. I'm really excited for this. Again, this is going to be near the top of the TBR because it is just beautiful and it sounds like my kind of book. So really excited for Stronger Than a Bronze Dragon. This was from my October TBR. This is The Good People by Hannah Kent. Historical fiction, absolutely amazing. I did a whole talk about a workshop that I did with Hannah Kent. I'll link to that in a card that'll pop up around here or so. Yeah, I'm really excited for this. I feel terrible. I feel terrible that it's on its second TBR this year. I'm so sorry, darling. And I'm so sorry, Hannah. I promise I'll read your beautiful book that you signed for me. Oh boy, these were due back almost 3 months ago. I'm a terrible human being. That's the Oxford Book of Ghost Stories. We've got an anthology of colonial and post-colonial short fiction. I want to read these so bad, but the one I'm most excited for is the Anthology of Colonial Australian Gothic Fiction. That is the genre that I'm writing in at the moment. And you guys, if you've watched any of my other videos, if you've watched any of my writing videos, you know that my stanza is read what you write and write what you read. Oh, my plant! Is that beautiful? That's stack number 1. 2 stacks to go. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to quit my job. Stack number 2 comes from the video that I'm gonna link right here, where someone bought my entire Amazon wish list, which I will say, I didn't buy those. I have an out in that case. I didn't buy those. Someone from my Twitch community, my lovely Twitch community, bought me my entire Amazon wish list, which was 5 hardbacks, and that really threw all my TBRs out of balance. So we've got, I'm gonna zoom through these a little bit because I did these in a video not long ago, so you can go and watch that one if you want to know the entire stack that we were bought. That would be Sawkill Girls by Claire Legrand. That'd be The 10th Girl by Sara Faring. Wilder Girls, I just realised there's a theme with these books, by Rory Power. The Devouring Grey by Lynn Herman. I feel like I'm presenting Powerball numbers. So this book is at the top of my TBR after my current read, and that is The Unadjusteds by Marisa Noelle. Marisa and I were published through the same company, so these two belong together, and I am so excited. Look at this cover. Seriously, look how that pops. It is I love it. As soon as I saw that on Twitter, I think it got sent around our group chat actually, I was like, holy wow. I love it. And look, they're just so pretty. So pretty. This is a sci-fi dystopian, DNA is power. I'm really keen about this. This is about a girl named Silver Melody. It lives in a world where 80% of the population has modified their DNA. Silver is proud of her unadjusted state. I'm really keen for this. I'm taking this to my family, my childhood home when I go down for Christmas in a month. And I'm gonna read it, probably on Christmas Day, because I'm a jerk. Marisa, my darling, I'm so excited and I'm so proud of you. It is a stunning book. Then I've got another 2 indie books that I'm really excited about. I've got Omega Genesis Emancipation by Baart Groot, who is another South Australian author. And What the Flower Says of Death by Danielle Koste. I love these. I love this cover. Danielle, darling, you did such a good job. Just stunning. Actually, I think I know those cover designers. It's a small world. It's a small publishing world, you lot. That is stack 2. I just want you guys to know that as I lifted it down, the whole bookshelf wobbled. Stack number 3. On top is my current TBR. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to do a video with this in it finally. This is Tavern by Deston J. Munden, who is a dear friend of mine. And he was lovely enough to send me a hardback. And what's this called? A paperback? I'm too excited. It's high fantasy without the purple heavy prose that goes with high fantasy. Information, power, respect, all within Ael's reach. Mr. Bishop was lovely enough to send me books 1 and 2 of the Legends of Amare series. I read the first chapter of Ventus out on One Chapter Wonder, and he very lovely and kindly sent me books 1 and 2. Aren't they gorgeous? When you put them together, love it. Then we've got a complete different genre. We've got The Postmistress by Alison Stewart. Because I'm writing in colonial Australia, I need to read in that genre as well. So this is set in 1871, which is a little further along. I'm writing in 1839, but I just need to get a feel for the way that narratives are presented in that era. Aha! We've got our missing one from the stack, Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. Then we've got another one that I picked up at the Sydney conference at the HNSA. I've got Miss Lily's Lovely Ladies by Jackie French. She signed it for me. She spelled my name wrong, but that's okay, everyone does. And I just stood there like a stunned mullet because I couldn't talk to her because it was Jackie French. So she just filled the silence, told me a very intriguing story about some research she's got coming out in the last book of this series. And this is historical fiction as well, set during World War II. That's going to be near the top of the list because sheer curiosity. She presented it so nicely at the conference, and I'm so excited for that one. Next, we've got one that's been hanging around for a while, and I've kind of missed like the prime spooky time to read this. That is Blood Drops by W.B. Welch. It's a collection of horror shorts. I've said this in a couple of videos. People who can write short stories to me are just absolutely incredible. I don't have the talent for it. I don't have the skill for it. I don't know how you guys do it. So I'm really excited for this. It looks like a really quick, spunky little read, so I may just shoot through that. We've got She Be Damned by MJ Gia? Sorry, I'm terrible. I did read the opening page and a half of this. I don't know if I'm sold. It's an odd way to open a book. I understand that this book revolves around prostitutes. I think it's centered around the Jack the Ripper killings. But the jury is out. I'm not going to judge a book by its first page and a half, but I was reading it going, okay, we'll see how we go. And the second one is The Orange Grove by Kate Murdoch. This one's set in 1705, somewhere in France. I can't say the name. I think there's a lot of French names that I'm not going to be able to pronounce in here. And it seems a little heavy prose-wise, but I'm being a jerk and judging books by their first page, second page. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 books for the December TBR. I don't think I can. That being said, I have 10 days off over Christmas. Do you reckon we can do it?